Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blood Bowl. I'm going to play some Badger.
I'm Sir Kilo.
We are watching the other semi-final game of the Ducky Shoes and Sunday Speedwalkers versus Mass Rack and the Snarltoof Smashas.
The grudge match of grudge matches. I think that these two have always put on a good show when they've competed against each other. For a very long time, it was pretty 50-50, but I think that the Smashas have taken the toll of this as of late. I think that Ducky Shoes has had a little more luck, fortune, and or skilled play in the last couple matches.
Yeah. So
like we say all the time. Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, decent setup for the Smashes. Big weakness is probably right here in the line. That's probably your biggest weakness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, he's got tackle too, so. And he's got tackle, so yeah, this is probably your. But he's gonna. Yeah, you won't need to dodge from him. So yeah, that's the biggest weakness right there. All you need to do is cover him, get an assist right here, blitz here, and then everybody can infiltrate. But it doesn't look like she's set up to actually take advantage of that. But I think she usually relies on the leap anyways.
Right. Why dodge when you could leap?
Yep. So an immediate take route.
Yeah. So let's see what Master's able to do with that. Is you gotta get free of that guy as soon as possible.
Yeah, and with multiple block and grab now, that's very tough.
Right.
So she's able to snake around. He's not in a bad situation. He's left people back to where they can do all kinds of stuff. Pass blocker stays basically right there, so that he can cover either one when it comes to it.
Right.
And then everybody else just tries to wrap around.
Yep, and that's one of those interesting things with pass blocking, and I don't know how the tabletop works, but so you have to so the offensive team has to declare a receiver, right?
Yep, you declare passer, then receiver, then pass blockers get their chance to do their activation.
All right, and I haven't seen it in this game that it identifies who the receiver is.
It does in the, I believe, the chat log. Well, we'll have to take a gander.
We'll have to keep an eye on that, because I know that I have trouble with maybe it's just because I'm stupid, but
discerning who the person is.
Right, where I'm like, well, I that's the obvious choice, I think, but then if it's not, we'll have to see. Because I know that you roll the intercept prior to actually rolling for the pass.
Right? I think fucking damn it. I want to say that the pass roll is done, then the intercept roll is run, so that you can opt to. I think it's safer. I don't know. Let's look at it right here. The intercept is rolled first, and it looks like it doesn't actually show the receiver until the catch roll is made. It may put a chime on them on the pitch, but I don't know. I guess I've just
I know I've never seen it. I don't think that they identify it, and I know that makes it a little more difficult for dudes with pass block.
Yeah, I don't play with pass blockers ever. So yeah. I've never really had that issue because of them.
Yeah, that would be interesting. We'll add that to the forum and see what we come up with. See if it. Oh, good lord. No big deal.
Yeah.
Deadly hurt.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
You get that, and then it could just nope. JK.
Yeah, but that Snarltoof Smash is notorious for killing war dancers. So.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things like
bring it back up, but I think Ducky Shoes is pretty notorious for killing war dancers as well.
A lot of the, especially newer coaches, not specifically in this league, but just newer coaches to Blood Bowl in general, complain about like big players dying. Ducky Shoes is an excellent example of having some of your best players die and then come right back and have either the same or better within a couple games.
Right.
A death in your team is pretty substantial, but it by no means is it the end of that team.
No, I absolutely agree, and that's really part of the game. I mean, it's a pretty low chance of happening. But
well, if an injury roll is like in a specific injury roll gets to an injury, it's a 1 in 6 chance.
Yeah.
So if you get I believe it's the 10 plus on the injury roll, if you roll a 6 on your D6 and D8, then it will be a death no matter what.
Yep. Pretty good. But you just looking at the number of players that Masterak has put down, this looks like it's a pretty good opportunity for a touchdown here. So a good controlled drive. He's got some time left. He needs to. I mean, he doesn't have all the time in the world. He needs to have a plan and execute it.
Well, the part that I like a lot is that he has a lot of his players spread out, so he has options. And Ducky Shoes can't just slow him down to a crawl. And you know what? If you're going to make that pass attempt, this is a great place to do it at. So I really like that ambition of actually using Jazz Choir for what he's supposed to do.
Right.
But then setting up a contingency. Look at this. It's a guy with pass and accurate to an agility 4 character. Like that should have been a catch. But you know what? He didn't just bank on it being a catch. He set up a situation where she could not capitalize on it.
Right, and that was a good way to gain an extra 3 movement.
And you know, and the way he's set up and the way he's doing this is a really good orc drive. This is what you want to do. You're tossing the ball when you can, but you're putting just a green wall between anybody who would want to stop you. And and it's a fast orc drive where if she makes one mistake, the drive's away from her.
Right.
All right, so all he's got to do is simple blitz
through.
Yep. And he can do it either with the ball carrier or somebody else. Most likely somebody else would be the safest bet.
I agree.
But he opts not to, and he's going to just do a normal dodge, which agility 4, it's a 2+ dodge, so not bad odds. So and he had still a team reroll, so.
Yeah, good stuff.
It was an excellent drive. That's probably the best drive I've ever seen Masterak do.
Yeah, and you look at it and go, the only way that succeeded, the penetration through the line was because there were probably 4 or 5 elves on the ground, and he was able to organize his players into a position. So that was a super good recognition of an advantage that he needed to take. Yep,
and then exactly that. Taking advantage of that. That's the biggest deal. Is some players that they get so wrapped up in their textbook basics that multiple block working against the tree, rolling an attacker down for that one with no rerolls left. Careful with those multiple blocks. But yeah. So afraid to get out of their textbook norm that when a situation arises where just throwing the book out the window and just high flying.
Right. So that was awesome. Now,
yeah, it was great. Going into halftime with, it looks like the box for the Elves is a little, just 1.
Yeah.
Oh, because of two returned from KOs.
Yeah.
Which 2 Bloodweiser babes will do that.
It's pretty automatic, I think, with the 2 Bloodweiser babes.
Yeah, only one of them.
Plus.
Yep. So kick. Has the kick ability, and that was an odd place to choose, but. Usually I'm more of a...
Is she going for a recovery?
That might have been it, that she was trying to get it relatively close to the line so that she could take the ball.
That's a scary position to be in right there. All you got is 2 guys on the ball.
Yeah.
Everybody else is tied up.
I think I might have risked a go for it just to be here. That makes avenues to get to the ball much more difficult. If she wanted to try to do that. And with those war dancers, she's going to want to try to do that. But the leap failed. Everybody, it happens.
Yeah.
3 pluses are not automatic.
As true as they can be when you see my my passing record.
There you go. So that leap failure puts Masrak in a really good position. He does have no... Oh, did he just put his own player down without us being able to see it? Going for blocks, like unnecessary blocks?
Defender stumbles, I don't know.
Oh man, can't believe we missed it.
It happened so fast, and it was in a place that we were watching.
Yep. So that turned it around real fast. And he's opting to do that block over there instead of moving somebody to help protect this ball carrier.
He's just not going to protect the ball carrier. That's easy enough.
Alright, well, there's a stun there, and that war dancer, but that war dancer's capable of doing whatever she needs. And she has the assist from this catcher. So getting set up for a reception. Funny enough, with the, needs to receive on this side. Derp.
That'll be okay.
A lot of backfield presence to block this catcher, I suppose.
Right.
Okay, so there's the assist.
Yeah.
Getting set up for the catch. I do not like that standing in the end zone thing.
Yeah, as it turns out, it could get a player killed.
Yeah, double attacker down.
Oy, that's poor luck.
Had to use the go for it on a reroll. Didn't do any free moves first of the 2 players that were capable of doing free moves to cover in case something happened. 2 other players that were untouched that could have done something got a little zealous and went for go for it and a 1 die. Or sorry, that was a 2 die. So
that's going to be the swing. So
he goes from
going to receive again. Yeah.
Yep. Goes from having an amazing drive into we didn't see the block, but whatever it was, he hadn't done his moves to protect the ball carrier first, so we could argue that it wasn't a very useful block. And then goes without protecting the ball carrier, and then just does a quick blitz without thinking of what will happen.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that, maybe he saw that the Elves lost the turn, so he got a little excited.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's probably what happened, where he goes, wow, I have this great opportunity, I have to take advantage of it.
And
pressure of potential success. And then drop the ball.
Yep. So Elves put themselves down on a leap. Another failed leap.
Failure.
Double snake eyes on that one. Using a team reroll.
Yep, that's super tough, because I don't think we've seen too many of those fail, so.
No. I mean, with a 3+, it's not often, especially with team rerolls, you're looking at something that has like 80-something% chance of success.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. Leap is we always talk about making Elves roll, because eventually the dice will level out, they'll roll 1s and 2s where appropriate.
Right.
Leap is a choice that they make to roll an extra die to get into a situation. The Wood Elves aren't able to get very long legs, so they don't have any way of boosting the chance on a leap roll. And there's no skill that does an auto reroll for it. So it's one of those things that if they have leap, if you are doing your job and forcing them to make dodge rolls, like this really right here, which was another failed leap, by the way.
Yep.
If you're forcing them to make rolls, those leaps are just going to work into your favor at some point and force them to fail.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you remember when they bite you in the ass, but
Why?
you don't always remember that
Why would
they
you
fail as well.
Why would you pass to that guy? That was super risky. I guess he saw the tree there and just was like, I don't really want to get hit by that tree.
Yeah.
He passed to the agility 4, but there was a pass blocker present.
Yep. I don't know if you saw that.
But it worked out, so I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, he's out. That's a touchdown. Oh, shadowing. Probably didn't see it, just like I didn't see it.
Yeah. Needed to hit that guy.
Yeah, had every opportunity to do it too. That's very unfortunate.
So that's what determines who's in the finals.
Yep, who checks their stuff before they make the roll. Everybody can have the first thought of what to do, but you always want to make sure you look before you do it.
All right, look before you leap, as it turns out, because there were 3 failed leaps in that match.
Yes.
Fairly good match, I think, overall. Was where we saw a couple mistakes versus a couple mistakes, and
it's one of those things.
Elves kind of won the day, yeah.
Where not everybody, when playing against Elves, gets the opportunities that he got with pretty quick failed leaps, or a failed multiple block with an attacker down from the end. You know what I mean? And he just didn't make the right choices at those times. His first drive was impeccable. Had he played that way the entire game, she would have no chance, especially with some of the fails that she had.
Yeah,
but
blew his wad right off the bat, huh?
Yep, he stopped. The big deal is he stopped playing for contingency. His first drive, we heralded him for having a secondary plan. Okay, if this doesn't make the...
I agree with you.
And then he never did a contingency again. Everything was kind of off the cuff.
And the Speedwalkers got their second touchdown off of a little bit of a misstep on his part. So I think that really he did a great job up until those kind of the second true turning points. Yeah. And then Speedwalkers did a good enough job to keep him where he was at, even though they were kind of on the back foot for a lot of it with players on the ground and failing their own stuff. So they held it together and got the win. So I think that the Speedwalkers got the win this time for sure.
Exactly. I think it was a difference of the Sunday Speedwalkers not exactly having the best rolls of their season. And obviously that's the case with 3 situations of Snake Eyes, or at least 2. Because, the first one didn't have a reroll. But 2 situations of Snake Eyes and a 1 for a leap. That's very unfortunate. And that gave the Snarltoof Smashas a chance to really capitalize. But while she had poor rolls in very specific situations, Snarltoof Smashas had poor discipline and poor contingency planning in most situations, which resulted in her winning, because if you make a mistake against an elf, they will score.
Yep, true that.
All right, we will see you in the finals. Thank you very much for playing, and guess that's it.
Catch you later.
Later.